Hey guys, it's Brad from Brad's World Coins, and it is 5:30 in the morning on Thursday, August 12th, and I'm heading up to the Chicago World Fair of Money. It's going to take me about 3.5, 4 hours to get there, but I just wanted to kind of bring you along for the experience. So, some essentials that I'm bringing: I've got my lanyard and my ticket, and we've got some snacks, probably for breakfast. Got that water bottle. I have bad eyes, so I need my vision. It helps that this is a magnifier too. I plan on buying a lot of stuff, so I need a bag to hold it all. And I've got my schedule of different things that I'm going after. And these ones I'm not so sure. We've got applications for our local coin show that's happening on September 26th from 9 to 4 at the Allen County Fairgrounds. We're looking for more people to have tables, so we've got some applications for that. And I've got raffle tickets that we're selling for that same show. So we'll see what happens. I hope I don't get kicked out for these. Hopefully I just get a warning. Oh, and the all-important pen, just in case I need to write contact information or any other notes to myself. So, I'm excited to share this experience with you. Oh, I almost forgot. The most important thing I need for this trip is you. Let's put you in my pocket. Hey, there you are. Well, I'm at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, and we're heading over to the Bourse tables. I just got out of several education programs. We had a first one from a young numismatist, Abigail, and she was talking about how to keep your kids and grandkids interested in collecting. So that was a lot of fun. Learned a lot of good things. Got some ideas for the coin club, so that'd be nice. And then the next one was the history of Notgeld, and it was a fantastic presentation. I know a little bit about Notgeld. Or Notgeld is what he said. Notgeld is how it's pronounced. So yeah, that was a fantastic presentation. I really enjoyed it. He has a YouTube channel. It is Notgeld. I can't remember. It's Notgeld Materials or something. Anyway, I'll put that in the description. Thanks. And oh, well, we're at the Bourse tables now. So here's the view. So much here. Looks like we got Abe Lincoln over here, the 19th century. This is cool. That thing goes back forever. All right, well, I'll bring you along for some highlights. So behind me, we have the Tyrant collection, and this is a collection worth over $100 million. So I'll get some time-lapse footage as we go through and check it out. Alright, so that was $100 million in 2.5 minutes. Let's go see some of the details. Some of the coins were missing from the case and into a center display. So let's go take a look at that. So this is the King of Siam proof set. It's got 11 coins, only 9 were found in the box. But it's a famous set. This is one of the coins that was not found in the box, but is believed to be in it. So anyways, there's an announcement. Andrew Jackson was the president at the time that these were authorized. And so it's believed that that medal was there. It's made out of gold. It was in the top row with other gold coins. And there was the other missing coin was, I believe, the half dime, or the 10-cent piece. Is this one right here. And so, yeah, so this is a wooden box. And here, we can go over here. So that's what they believe it looked like whenever it was given. And these are all the coins that came in it. So, in my excitement at the coin show, I forgot to delve into the awesome details of what the King of Siam proof set really means. It's a fantastic set. This is the first time it's seen a public light of day. And so it is authorized in November 11th, November 11th, 1834. And I've got a letter here I'll read. It says, "Sir, the President has directed that a complete set of coins of the United States be sent to the King of Siam, and another to the Sultan of Muscat. You are requested, therefore, to the department for that purpose, duplicate specimens of each kind now in use, whether of gold, silver, or copper, as boxes in which they are to be contained, may be more neatly and appropriately made at Philadelphia, under your direction, than they could be made here. You are desired to procure them, if it will be not too much trouble, and have the coins suitably arranged in them before they are sent on. They should be as of small size as is consistent with the purpose in which they are intended, and should be of wood, covered with plain morocco. The color of one should be yellow, and the other crimson. You are authorized to draw upon the department for the value of the coins, and the expense of the boxes. I have the honor to be, sir, very respectfully, your obedient servant, John Forsyth. To Dr. Samuel Moore, Director of the Mint." So, this letter authorized these 2 mint cents. And for a long time, the one that went to the King of Siam just went missing. Nobody knew where it was. Then it popped up, which is pretty cool. So, the even cooler part about this is how they had to make these coins. Because if you remember from that letter, it said specifically all the coins that are in circulation. Now, there were 2 coins that were in circulation that were not minted in 1834. Any guesses? The coins in 1834 that had not been minted were the silver dollar and the $10 gold piece. So, what did they do? They had to go find the dies. So, the silver dollar hadn't been minted since 1804 and technically 1803. So there were no dies for the 1834 or the 1804 Silver Eagles, but they had the punches. So they created entirely new dies just for these 2 coins. Now, for the $10 Gold Eagle, that was a different thing altogether. They had better luck looking for the dies. There was a leftover oddverse that they thought they could polish off. It was kind of rusty, so they wanted to polish it off and hopefully make it good enough. So it was the odd verse of the $10 gold coin. But not only was it rusty, it was missing the last digit in the year. So it said 180 and then nothing. But they couldn't find the reverse for the $10 gold piece. But as luck would have it, they did find the reverse of the $50, the silver $50. They shared the same reverse. But those were struck in silver. we were trying to strike in gold, and up to this point, dies had not been shared for anything. But they happened to be exactly the same size and the same design, so they went ahead and used it. How's that for janky? Oh, here I am in the middle of $100 million. Wouldn't say I'm swimming in money, but holy crap. Never been surrounded by this much. Alright. It's getting close to 3 o'clock and they're going to ring the bell. So this is one of the scientists, the chief scientists that found the shipwreck of the SS Central America. So, let's turn you around.
This was the first time one of these paddle wheel steamers, which you see in the 164th model we have over here, these would have been really real dogs in a storm at sea. I mean, you did not have propulsion unless you got even flying of the paddle wheels on both sides of the ship. The ship used coal as both fuel and ballast, so keeping the ship upright was very important in this sort of notion. There were reports that water poured in through the paddle wheel shafts and it heeled over. There was also a report that perhaps it was a leak in the hull. We will never quite know why. Well, it was a poor design to be out in a hurricane off the Carolina coast to begin with. They were just learning about how to use steam engines at sea in that decade or so. But anyway, this is the first one that was really overwhelmed. It was carrying tons of gold from the California gold rush period. The route being down through Panama, across Panama on a railroad, meeting up with another steamship such as the SS Central America, to carry it homeward to New York, where the commercial shipment of $1.219 million was expected to arrive, and it didn't. This exacerbated the panic of 1857, and things really fell into great economic distress, partly as a result of the sinking of the ship. The central feature here is the bell. I like to think of the bell as the voice of the ship. There are lots of different sounds in the ship, but the bell is actually used to communicate. So in that sense, I think it's a voice. When Captain Herndon gave the order on the afternoon of September 11th that all able-bodied men were to set to and try to bail the ship because the engines had halted and they were without power in the middle of a hurricane, undoubtedly they were using this bell to ring to let everybody on board know, not necessarily a specific thing, but that something was up and everybody ought to pay attention. So I'm going to ring the bell 8 times. The SS Central America sang right around 8 o'clock p.m., just after dark, September 12th, 1857. In honor of that event, I've told it 8 times. Resonate for over 30 seconds. It's really quite fascinating, and I think a really sort of eerie, haunting, and really evocative of that period. It's kind of odd that it was marked not with the ship's name, but with the name of the foundry. You would expect at least that. Sometimes the ship was named. So it says Morgan Iron Works. York is buried in the corrosion where the bell was in touch with with the seabed, most reactive. And buried in here, there's a 1, an 8, a 5, and a 3 is fairly distinct. 1853. That actually provided proof positive that we had found the SS Central America, because the maiden voyage of this ship was in 1853, and Morgan Iron Works created the engines and the boilers of the Central America.
Alright, so many of you may have heard that there's a really big purchase in the numismatic world this year. The $20 St. Gaudens 1933 gold coin. And it's here! Yeah, I'm gonna take you and see it. Want to see it? Alright, let's flip you around. Woo. That is pretty. That is from King Farouk. And it sold for $18.9 million this year. What? I just keep on standing next to lots of money today, don't I? Alright, so that was a successful trip. Thanks for coming along with me. Got a bunch of goodies that you guys will see later. Maybe I'll let's grab. Got all of those, and all of these, and all of these, and all of those. Yeah, not terribly exciting, but I spend a lot of money. Reminder that $100 of that was because I won something at the coin club I'm in. So I won $100 to spend, courtesy of the Old Fort Coin Club, because I was picked in the random raffle, or the random drawing for getting coin quizzes right throughout the year. So I was pretty happy with that. And then I took another 180 of my own money that I've been saving up just for this trip alone, based on my sales. And yeah, so I didn't get as many coins as I might be able to spread it out on other things, but I can guarantee you I don't have any of those coins. So this was well worth the trip. I don't see those coins anywhere else at the Facebook groups. I don't see them on the local coin stores that I go to. So I think it was money well spent. I spent it all at one place, and ended up getting about 20% off because of that. So I was pretty happy with that. And since I have this long drive from Chicago to Fort Wayne, you know what's in the middle? Albany's Candy Store. And they sell these things. Gummy Goof Ups for $8. This is like 5 pounds of gummies that they screwed up. And they just sell it. So, my kids will enjoy it. My wife might not forgive me. Pray for me. Alright, this has been Brad and my New World coins. Thank you for coming on this adventure, and I'll let you go.